Well, hey everyone, it's Kurt Duffeck with the Anew Real Estate Crew in Austin, Texas. Thanks for watching my video blog today, and I'm really excited to have with me my man Gary Sporn with Sporn Inspections. Gary in this video is going to give us a couple tips on how to keep your home tight this hot summer season. But first, if you are in the market to buy a home in the next 90 days or so, check out the link on my blog page for a free home evaluation. I'd love to get you a market analysis on your home. And if you are thinking about buying a home, you can also click on the link to search homes now on my website. This is the best home search site on the internet. So again, we got Gary Sporn with Sporn Inspections. I really think that Gary's one of the best at what he does. I send his name out as a recommendation to all my clients. You're going to give us a couple quick tips here on how to keep a home tight this hot summer season. What are some of the things you're seeing out there with on the home inspection reports?
Well, energy costs keep going up and up and up. Everybody wants to stay cool this time of year. So my suggestion would be on your HVAC, your heating and air conditioning, would be to check the insulation in your attic, and it should be what's called an R30, which is 10 inches of insulation plus in height. That's your biggest bang for your buck as far as reducing your energy costs and keeping you cool in the house. Another thing would be on your HVAC would be to make sure you change your air conditioning filters. I would say once a month, at least every 2 months in your house to get good airflow and not work the air conditioning too hard. Another thing you may consider doing also is to check around your exterior doors and just make sure all the weather stripping is secure, tight, and it's good. If you have dogs, a lot of times the pets will chew on that weather stripping and deteriorate it, and there where you get airflow, you lose airflow. So if you're going to lose airflow, you're going to lose cooling. If it's in the winter time, it's going to be heating. So you want to make sure you do that. So those are a few things you want to do. Strongly suggest that you keep bleach or in your primary drain line. I would suggest you put that in there at least 2 times a year, sometimes in the summertime even more, and that keeps your primary drain line clean and lets it flow. If not, it's going to stop the air conditioning, shut it down. You have to call for service, which wouldn't be needed if you would keep that primary drain line clean. So there's a lot of things that you can do to maintain your house. It's kind of like your car. You got to change your oil every so often. You have to keep air to pressure your tires.
That's right.
You want to clean it. So there's a lot of things you can do to maintain a house, to keep it where it needs to be, to keep you to be comfortable, keep your costs down, and to just enjoy living in that house more.
That's right. And these are cheap repairs that Gary's talking about that could save you tons of money on your energy bills. And like you said, it's much like a car. You got to keep up with the maintenance on your home, especially if you're ever thinking about selling your home, because when it comes time to sell your home, all these things will come up on the inspection report. And sometimes there's funny things that can scare buyers off, but for the most part, Gary, I would say you have to kind of look at an inspection report just like a list of to-do items, unless there's any super major repairs. There's no perfect house. Every house is going to have some issues, right?
That's true. If you're like people, there's no perfect people, but yeah, I strongly, every house I bought, and I guess I've built 2 houses and I've owned probably 10 or 12 houses, and every house I've purchased, I have had an inspection done even before I got into the inspection business. And it's a tool to help you understand what's going on with that house. It's kind of like you go to the doctor once a year for a checkup. You just want to make sure, hey, what's going on with my body? So in a house is just like a body. It's going to age, it's going to deteriorate, and things are going to need to be fixed. But if you get it done ahead of time, what's going to happen is that your costs are going to be less. But if you wait for a longer period of time to have that checkup, then your costs will be greater. And so most inspections I do are on existing houses for buyers, and also for new houses for buyers. But it's well worth your cost and time to have that inspection done, because things are going to come up that are going to be shown in that inspection report that could cost you a lot of money in the future. I'm not saying that it does happen. Some sellers don't know that they have a problem with the house, and so you find these things out. And everything we do is to benefit you, so you know what you're getting into when you go into that house.
That's right. Yeah. And Gary, what are some of the things that you do for buyers when you issue out a home inspection report? What's a little bit different about you?
Well, one thing is that when I've been in the business for about 8 years, but as I said, I have built a couple of houses, and I have remodeled or flipped about 8. So that's something my wife and I used to do to supplement our income and pay for my girls to go to college and have 3 weddings. So when you do that, you learn a lot about a house. Not that I'm perfect, but I did learn a lot. Made some mistakes, so I can pass that along to the buyer. So a lot of times we'll run to a house, they'll have a door that'll stick. Well, that's really a simple fix. All I tell the buyer to do, all you got to do is, if it's sticking at the top, you go up to the top end, take a small screw out and put a 3-inch screw in there, and it pulls that jamb over and allows that door not to stick. So as we walk through these houses and I'm explaining things to them, I'll just give them little tips on how to fix some of these things. Now, I don't repair anything, we cannot do that, but I can tell you what you can do. I also supply a list of people that I've dealt with, like painters and plumbers, electricians, handymen, stuff like that, that would benefit you in fixing the things that you want to get fixed in that house.
That's right, and that's a big thing. Both Gary has a list of vendors that he recommends in the area that can help you with all kinds of stuff, from roofing to construction, handymen, lawn service guys. I also have a list of vendors as well. I would say between Gary and I's list is probably better than Angie's list. So give me a call, and I'll be happy to get you a list of the vendors if there's anybody out there that you need. And Gary, how do people get a hold of you, man, if they want to get a home inspection
just
done?
Call me on my cell. I answer it all the time. It's 512-632-2800.
All right, it's my man Gary Sporn. He's, besides being a great home inspector, he's one of the coolest guys I know. One of the few guys that's as cool as me. We'll see you next time. Thank you.